Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 7 Episode 4. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. A few announcements. So after Sun, I really wasn't thinking that I was going to review it, but after they said Sophie Monk, the host of Australia, was gonna host the After Sun with Ariana, Callum from Australia, Jess from Australia, and Selly from Season 2, I'm in. So I will be reviewing After Sun. I don't know if I'll do every week, but I'll definitely do this week. Also, UK, oh Lord, starts real soon. Y'all let me know when I should drop the cast reveal. I was thinking maybe Sunday. There's a lot going on, guys. So yeah, posting might get a little wonky over here because 2-a-days is a lot for me. But yes, please be patient. Thank you very much. So getting into this episode, we pick up where we left off with Jeremiah learning that Huda is a mother. And honestly, the way that she was dragging out, I'm sure in his mind, he was thinking a million different things, but he's playing it cool after learning, oh, you're a mom.
I wanted to look at me.
Hold on, I can't.
Okay. That's why I'm such a homebody.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's why I have a 2-bedroom.
That was like a sex room because you didn't want to talk
Oh my
about it. Because you're like,
God.
okay,
No.
but it's a baby room. Dog.
Well, it's not baby. She likes cool shit. She's just like me, like a mini me. I want you to be honest.
By the time, hypothetically, if we do the whole goddamn thing and win the shit.
I'm not even thinking like that.
I know, I'm just saying like, it's crazy.
You
I'm
think
so.
it's gonna change?
No, I'm just messing with you. I don't think it's gonna change.
Huda is here like, oh, she's just like me. She likes what I like and she does the same things that I do, as if that's gonna make the situation better. Girl, the problem is you have, not problem, but the topic at hand is the fact that you have a mini me. Whatever the mini me is up to is irrelevant at that point. The mini me is what Jeremiah is fixated on right now. So I found it hilarious that she's trying to convince him that, oh, it's fine. She's just like me. Yeah, another dependent that he now has to consider. Anyways, he's like, you know, I've never dated anybody who had a kid before. And prior to this, I would have said that's a deal breaker. But because he likes her, he's going to try to keep the connection going. We're going to have to see if his energy stays the same. Because the way that he was joking about life on the outside and whatever, and even Huda picked up on it. She said, are you being serious? Oh, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. A lot of things said in jest have a hint of truth. So Jeremiah, if you're not with it, this would be the time to say something. Okay. But anyways, later on, Huda has a conversation with Shelly and she says that his reaction makes her a little bit weary. She's going to take his word for it, but she feels like maybe he's going to change his tone with her. Huda also says that she hopes after this it's going to make Jeremiah like her more. It can, but if I was in her situation, I would have assumed that it probably would make him take a step back. But I don't, like, Huda's rationale sometimes, I don't get it. So initially, Bella had washed her hands of Nick, but then she was like, okay, the ball's in your court. And now she's here pulling him for a chat.
Can I play?
Me? Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm visibly bothered.
I hope I didn't terrify you earlier.
At the dog?
Yeah.
No.
You know, I'd be peeping you out the corner of my eye.
I peep you.
You're a flirt. You're in trouble. Oh, shoot, maybe I do kind of like this guy.
What? Hey.
Hello. Can I steal you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing what these girls are hung up on when it comes to Nick. These girls are in a tizzy over this man. And I'm like, it's not really translating through the screen, but okay. If I were to pick the better option for him, I would say Sierra. I don't know why he keeps Bella in his back pocket. I think it has to do with that whole mystery thing. He did say when a girl starts to pull away, that's when he runs to her more. That anxious attachment, y'all. So I guess that's the intrigue, but based on the material, I think Sierra makes more sense. With Bella, she says that she wants him to fight for their connection more. And it's like, it's not that he's not fighting. It's just that he clearly wants to keep her as a safety net. And to me, that wouldn't be good enough. I found it interesting how both Sierra and Bella were concerned that their body count was going to scare Nick off or scare any of the guys off. Bella has one body. I think Sierra had I forget the number, but I think it was late teens, right? And it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you have one body or no bodies, the guys are like, oh. I think it was Austin. He was like, that's kind of scary that you only have slept with one person. And then you have Sierra, who has slept with just under 20 people. And she's like, oh my gosh, like, is he going to judge me? Is he going to whatever? Y'all, live your life how you want to live it, okay? As long as you are content with your decisions, then that's cool. Because clearly, it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody's going to find a problem with something. So run your own race, girl. Sierra intercepts their conversation and she says that although she is very comfortable with Nick, she's uncomfortable with the scenario that she's in right now with Bella. At this point, yeah, it is still early on, but I think it's important that Nick remains transparent with the girls. Sierra is aware that she might like him more than he likes her, which is sad because you can see her like consistently trying to vie for his attention and he is giving it to her, but it's like, I would like to see him pursue her more than her, both of the girls. Then both of the girls just like really putting it all out there, especially because he says he loves the mystery. He loves the chase. So the more the girls lay it on thick, it might actually deter him. The next morning, he does say that Sierra is the one that he still wants to pursue, but he's going to keep Bella, on the side. Child, I don't know. Nick, make up your mind, okay? And I'm not even saying make up your mind because you have to at this point. Like, it's literally only episode 4. But these two girls are falling hard and fast. I think he's going to make a messy situation the longer he drags us along. So at least out of these two, make a decision so that one of them can, get the hard thing over with sooner rather than later. Austin feels like he exposed himself in the game because clearly he be out here in these streets. And so he wants to double check with Shelly to see, is there still something here? Do you see a potential? And she says, no, it's just friends. And he's like, yeah, I agree. Okay, so why didn't you just open up with that? But fine, whatever. There's one more loose end because we know that Shelly will like to pursue a connection with Ace. So Charlie is like, let me see if there's something here with Shelly. But unfortunately, when he was just about to make a move, they get a text that they're going to be playing a game. I like the premise of the game. It makes you have to expose your hand. The girls have to rank the guys like first base to fourth base. Obviously, fourth base is who you are most into and first base being least, but you're still interested in exploring something. So going down the list, we have Huda, who picks Taylor as first, Nick as second, Ace as third, and Jeremiah as fourth. Meaning there's a part of Huda that is interested in Ace. You put him third? What's the tea there? Ace has been sabotaging Jeremiah's spot and Huda seems to have like a little spot in her where like if Jeremiah wasn't there, maybe Ace would have had a better chance. And so Ace is trying to get ahead of that and get Jeremiah out of here, or at least make him paranoid enough for Jeremiah to ruin the relationship on his own. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Then we have Alondria, who picks Nick first, Charlie second, Ace third, and they went in on this kiss. Oh my gosh. Taylor was eating it up though. He said, wow, that's really sexy. And then Taylor was fourth, but I do feel like her kiss with Ace was a lot more sensual. Then we have Sierra, who picks Charlie first, Taylor second, Austin third, and Nick fourth. Now, Sierra was giving the people a show. And I will say, I feel like Alondria started that train. Alondria was giving it. The way that she was throwing it back and rubbing that syrup. Oh, girl. Oh, Sierra. Oh, not Sierra, sorry, Alondria. So after Alondria, Sierra gave a show. Even Shelly after that gave a show. And I said, wow, these girls are taking it. Can't wait for the heart rate challenge. These girls are taking it. Oh, next is Shelly. Shelly put Charlie first, Taylor second, Austin third, and Ace fourth. Baby, that man is small but mighty. Small but mighty. He knows how to throw a woman around, okay? And I'm glad that they put away these little cutesy kisses that they were doing. Let's go in. If you know me, you know I love me a good makeout out. Y'all maybe miss my boyfriend. I said, wow, let me call him up. Last was Bella. Bella decided to put Charlie first, and he is the first guy in the villa to get a kiss from her. Second was Taylor. She bit him and she straddled him. I said, wow, what is going on with Bella? Ace was third. He climbed on top of her and she said that she's finally having fun letting loose. And then last was Nick. He could not be happier because he was finally getting what he wanted. She does say that she wants a redo after the challenge. So Bella is definitely opening up a little bit more. Love that for her. We get 2 new bombshells. We finally get a blonde because, listen, quiet as it's kept, Love Island, we know the typical, oh, my type on paper, blonde hair, blue eyes. Blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm saying quiet as it's kept. It's actually the least quiet thing ever kept. So finally, we get to see where these guys really stand when it comes to type. So we have Hannah and we have Amaya. Now, when she said her name, I thought it was the Amaya who was on TikTok talking about Jeremiah, the girl who was from Temptation Island, but it's not her. It is not her. I wish these girls got to see the main girls go because the bombshells weren't bombshelling in terms of the performance they gave in the game. The OG girls, I'm sorry, they ate that up. But anyways, Hannah decided to put Austin first, Jeremiah second, Charlie third, and Nick fourth. And then you have Huda, who's really starting to, yeah, she's looking disgusted. It's the, oh girl. Then we have Amaya. She put Charlie first, Nick second, Ace third, and Jeremiah fourth. The Amayas love a Jeremiah, okay? So this is when you can see Huda fully losing her mind. Like the possessiveness was written all over her face, but they're both possessive. So I'm just like, I guess like attracts like, I don't know. So somebody in the comments said that I was making the whole kid thing a bigger deal than it needed to be. Me personally, no. If you are a parent, start with that. Open with that. Whoever don't like it, don't like it. It is what it is. I don't care if it's 3 days, 3 months, 3 years. It does not matter. It does not matter. I personally feel you should start with that. Especially if you are somebody who falls hard and fast like Huda. Look at her now. Freaking out over another girl kissing Jeremiah as if that's not the premise of the damn show. This is only the second round of bombshells coming in. They're gonna keep coming. Especially if they see that you feel like you're locked in with your man, they're gonna try their hardest to shake the foundation. Absolutely. And so she's freaking out because she's like, I just told him about my kid and now he's doing this, or now the girl is doing, like, she's not mad at Jeremiah per se. She's mad at the girl. And that becomes so prevalent after the game.
I'm not mad at Jeremiah. I want to start there. But I think that bitch is fucking messy. I don't play about what's mine. Like, what's mine is mine and don't fucking touch it. Everyone else knows this, but I'm a mom. Seeing him kiss somebody else, I hated it.
The same way she's like, oh, I want somebody to be invested in me before I tell the secret. I think that because you're somebody who is easily invested, you should start with the secret so that you don't get invested prematurely. So here she is now. She's upset at Miss Girl, Amaya. She's like, oh, she's so messy. She's so this, she's so that. She hasn't done anything. Like she's doing exactly what a bombshell is supposed to do. Luckily for her, Jeremiah seems to not even be interested. He told the girls immediately, yeah, I mean, I don't really connect with anybody else. It's just me and Huda at this point. So here Huda is tripping over nothing. Amaya, however, says she's not going to fall back until Jeremiah tells her point blank that he's not interested. So Jeremiah needs to be clear and concise or Amaya's going to keep trying. Austin finally gets a chance to speak to somebody who I believe is his actual type. But unfortunately, Hannah looks very bored.
You grew up in North Carolina mostly?
A little bit.
Did you play sports growing up?
I played lacrosse.
And then you've been in Arizona since?
No, then California.
Really, honestly, I don't want to toot my own horn. I'm really good at like every single sport.
I've never surfed. Do I think I could be a professional surfer? Hell yeah. I think he's definitely feeling me a little bit more than I'm feeling him. When a man really wants me, it kind of makes me want them a little bit more.
I'm so glad she said that he was feeling her more than she was feeling him because I couldn't really get a read on whether or not she was interested. I was just like, maybe it's the first day, maybe, I don't really know. But yeah, she said she's not where he's at, but she tends to like that kind of dynamic. These people love a toxic dynamic, my lord. As soon as somebody's not fully invested, they're like, yeah, I like that. Or I want somebody who's fully obsessed with me, even though I don't like them like that. Okay. This conversation was an absolute snooze fest, if you ask me. At this point, Austin doesn't have an option. So if he can't lock it in with Hannah, I think he'll be the next guy to go. Speaking of Charlie, he is actually Hannah's type on paper. That's her type to a T. So they're talking on the dock. Yeah. And they end up having a kiss, which looked a lot better than the kiss he had on the dock with Shelly. However, my guy, if you're gonna have another kiss, please take it off the dock. Take it off the dock. Because you're gonna look quite sleazy if this is your move. Oh, let me take you to the dock in the evening. Let me talk about the stars. And I hope this was just a happenstance. If there's another girl you want to kiss, take her to Soul Ties or something. Do something else. Ace says that he is still interested in Shelly. However, right now they're playing a cat and mouse. So since Amaya is here, he's gonna give her a chance.
So what's your usual type?
Athletic, independent.
Yeah. So what's something that you are really passionate about?
Just being the light in someone's darkness. I've been a nurse for about 3 years now. I'm about to make 4. How was the kiss earlier?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I like your laugh.
Oh.
I love it.
I kid you not, as soon as I finish typing, oh, this girl's laugh is annoying me, Ace is like, oh my gosh, I love your laugh. Baby, if you like it, I love it, okay? She has a big personality. She's quite bubbly. She's sweet. She's cute as all get out. So I'm sure she's going to connect with somebody. And I think that she has more potential to shake the table than Hannah. Hannah did come in saying a lot of stuff, but I just see Amaya being more willing to actually step on toes. The only thing that's confusing me about this conversation is Ace had his arms crossed and he's the guy talking about, oh, let's be open, let's be whatever, but his body language isn't giving that. So I'm like, are you still hung up on Shelly to the point where you don't want to give Amaya too much too soon? Like, what's the deal? And because he said that he's into Shelly, but they're doing a cat and mouse thing, I'm thinking, well, baby, that's your fault. I think if he showed a little bit more interest, if he was locking it down a little bit more, that Shelly would be down. But because he's playing a game, she's also playing a game. She fully is aware of this process. She's going to play the field until she doesn't have to. So if you're playing the field, she's going to do the same. Girl, what the hell was this?
I don't like her. I don't. I think she's messy as fuck. I don't like her. I just already don't like her. I think that she has ulterior motives, and I just don't fuck with it. I don't think she's nice. I have a feeling it's not about her. She's a beautiful girl. Go her. Woo-woo.
You don't have to be friends
Exactly.
with her if you don't want to. You don't have to like everyone that walks in here.
I don't know her personally, but I don't like that.
Girl, I need you to understand you're doing all this panicking for no reason.
I'm glad that in the beach hut, Shelly said that Huda was tripping. I wish she would have told Huda to her face, but it's fine. That's a little bit much. You know, the girl will spiral for less. So, she's so upset at Amaya's presence. Like, she has this disdain for her, and it's not because Amaya called her out her name. It's not because Amaya insulted her. It's not because, like, Amaya has done nothing to this girl. She simply showed interest, which is what a bombshell does. And even if it wasn't a bombshell, it's what you're supposed to do on the show. Get a grip. Get a grip. The possessiveness in Jeremiah is mirrored by Huda. I think that it could either be a really great love story. Listen, sometimes these people who are just very codependent, they can last very long together. Sure, if it works for you, it works for you. But I see this panning out the way that Kayla and Aaron panned out. They got very connected very quickly. They were both showing signs of like, hey, that's mine. Don't touch mine. Don't go near mine. And we know how that ended up. So, girl, be careful. Be careful. And also, like, if you cannot take a bombshell kissing your man, it's not like she had this in-depth conversation and really formed a strong bond. It was just a makeout session in a game. If you can't handle that, you're going to have a very, very hard time on the show. Very hard time. It was also funny to me how in the previous episode, Jeremiah was like, well, I don't want to sound like a pick-me, but, and then he ended up sounding like a pick-me. I think that Huda, she's right there in the same boat. Absolutely. Both Nick and Bella were hoping to get another kiss outside of the challenge, and when the opportunity presented itself, listen, Bella, she's no longer holding back.
When I saw you playing baseball and kiss Charlie,
Uh-huh.
oh, I was like down bad. You know, after we had that kiss, there was like some crazy chemistry. That number 80-20 definitely went back down.
Oh my gosh,
That's back to where we at. You were banking in on being my first kiss here after you've been doing me dirty. I did want it to be you.
Okay.
I love the way he makes me feel. This is Nick, and we're like this. I hate that he makes another girl feel the same way.
Nick does tell Bella that it is 50-50 between the girls, which is good. Glad that he's being transparent about that. But Bella is like, oh, it's concerning how he's able to flip-flop so easily. Yeah, pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. She clocked that there isn't security and safety when it comes to being in a coupling with Nick. Pay attention to that before you get your feelings involved. And I feel like, and as much as I was thinking, oh, this girl's kind of a prude, if she also is somebody who falls hard and fast, it is good that she was guarding her heart. Now that she's letting her guard down, I'm scared for her. I don't think Nick is going to do right by her. He's like, I'm getting closer to making a decision. I don't think that that's true. I think that whoever he decides to hone in on, once he starts to see, oh my gosh, I ruined this connection with somebody else, he's going to flip-flop again. I fully see that happening. So then we see Bella. She's so excited to share about the kiss. She's talking to Alondria upstairs. This man takes, what's her name, back to the speakeasy.
How we feeling?
Oh my gosh, it's good. It was good. It was
I
good.
know that's right.
What did you think of my baseball experience? It was so much fun.
I thought it was so hot. Like, I'm not kidding.
I'm glad we had a good day today, even if not together.
Fuck.
Really like, you know, touchy. And I'm like, oh shoot, are we back on?
This is why I'm scared for both of the girls. They're both chasing him. They're both falling hard and fast. And one of them is definitely going to get their heart broken, if not the both of them. If not the both of them. We haven't even seen him talk to Hannah or Amaya. Who's to say that he's not attracted to one of those girls? So, scary business. At this point, I don't know who he would pick. I would have said hands down, it should be Sierra, but it seems like the only thing he wanted more from Bella was the physical. And now that he's gotten that, he truly is conflicted. It's gonna be messy. And I'm here for it all. So, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be talking about my extra thoughts from the first week on the reality recap, so make sure to subscribe over there. And I will be talking about Huda's baby daddy speaking out on social media and Yalissa's statement. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next one.